Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boy, do I have a treat for you here today with a mega theme park featuring over 20 roller coasters, track ride experiences. The name says it all. It is Coaster Country USA, a sprawling end-to-end mega park with every single coaster you could ever desire in this said theme park. It is looking absolutely astonishing, from the designs of the coaster to the surrounding themed areas, the little touches and focal points, vistas. This has it all. This is definitely a contender for a top 10 park of the year, yet this one was submitted in 2021. Like I said, guys, there are a lot of hidden gems in the submission box, and I'm glad I pulled this one out for you here today. So buckle up, keep your arms in at all times, and come join me on today's Park Spotlight. Hey yo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at Coaster Country USA, created by fogplaya, and here they say. Hey Channel 5 game folks, long time no share. Last year, during the pandemic, while I was furloughed, I worked on this big boy for months on end. It's taken me over a year with long breaks between works, polishes, and redrafts to finish this and finally upload it to the workshop. Coaster Country USA is a semi-realistic rendering of a patriotic American theme park with distinct USA-themed lands and 20 roller coasters and other track rides experiences for you to check out. Please see the Steam description for more description. However, I hope you enjoy exploring it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you. If you guys want to have a look at the Steam workshop page, link is down in the description below. This is a long description. It probably take me 15 minutes to read it all. It's talking about the main points and what the features are. So I'll just kind of give you guys the cliff notes. There's a Main Street USA, a Red Rock area, Wurlitzer Wharf, Bontemps Bayou, Cryptid Creek National Park, Quantum Quay, Adrenaline Atoll. Then it goes on to talk about the 20 different coasters. Holy good googly moogly. There's a lot to go over in this park. Looking super exciting, as you can see from the B-roll. So let's delay no further and get right on into it. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Coaster Country USA. We start our humble beginnings here in the parking lot, the empty parking lot, and a park with 0 guests. It is a sprawling end-to-end mega park, and in order for this to run at a decent frame rate, this is what has been given to us, a empty park. So you can look at it glass half full or glass half empty. We get the parks to ourselves, or we're just all by our lonesome. Well, we got a pigeon with us, so let's step on in to the park entrance here. Woo, we got some music, feeling the vibes right away. Some directions to what I recently just mentioned off the Steam page. I have no idea where I'm gonna go. I guess I'm just gonna go clockwise, something like that. Probably not through that way, because that's probably like a back alleyway, maybe. But yeah, 20 something rides and attractions. I think the last Park Spotlight I did had about a dozen, and that was a 59-minute episode. Mind you, it was my first Park Spotlight in months, and I had a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to tinker with and figure out, things to get off my mind as we explored the park. But generally, we made a beeline from ride to ride to ride. With all that said, this is probably going to be a long episode, so buckle up, go get your snacks, get your popcorn, get your soda, Gatorade, whatever it is you drink, coffee, and get ready for back-to-back-to-back ride experiences. Looking great already. I'm actually kind of glad we came this way first. I was looking at this wooden coaster here. Or is that an RMC? It looks like a steel top to me. It was either this or a different wooden coaster. Yeah, it's this, I think. Look at the way it's spiraling around the pier here. That is insanity. I really want to go on this first. I wanted to mention the new Comet. Okay, I believe a Comet is a wooden coaster somewhere in the USA, right? I recognize the Comet coaster name. No entrance. I was drawn to the sign. I almost went up an exit. I was literally about to say in the last park spotlight, I feel like that should have been the entrance. This positioning's a little off-putting for me. The last park spotlight, the first one back, I managed to not go up any exits. I almost screwed up the streak. I was going to say, let's see how many episodes it takes me before I accidentally walk up an exit. And I almost had it break literally as I was saying it. But we didn't go up. I barely stepped through. Not even a half step. That doesn't count. We didn't go up an exit yet. Now, why does that happen, guys? Why do I go up exits? There's so many visuals going on, but I'm thinking about my thoughts and what I want to say, where we're going, what I'm running through things in my mind. I'm kind of like driving while looking at my phone, if you think about it that way. Car accidents are bound to happen. And in my case, I just wander up a queue or an exit thinking it's a queue because my mind is thinking about other things and talking about different things that I see, not exactly looking where I'm going. All right. The new Comet, 1,340 meters, 70 miles per hour, 43 is the biggest drop, lots of airtime on this, and 4 inversions. Whew. This one's looking spectacular. I'm actually going to just throw it in test mode. One of the benefits of having no guests in the park is we can go into seat view right away and not have any flailing guests. So this is going to set the bar high. I was really excited about this. I get to go on one of my most anticipated coasters for this park right away. So let's get to it. Good googly moogly, ladies and gentlemen. While that might just be the... Oh, I wonder if that's because I put it in a test mode or if that's just hanging out there. But there's a bit of a transfer track thingy happening here. That's... Oh, I went into test mode and I turned on all... Every ride in this park was turned off by default. So I put them all into test mode. That's an interesting way of doing like a maintenance shed slash transfer track and setup. But as a result, this coaster kind of came in here. But I've actually never seen someone build a second coaster for this type of a design. That's really, really cool. What did I say this already? I lost my train of thought. I was saying, even though this is the first coaster in the park, this is the one to beat for me. I really like how it wraps around the pier here. The banking was really extreme. The inversions were great. And this Heartline roll, was it down here? Has got to be the smoothest one I've ever seen in Planet Coaster. It just felt really smooth going through here. I mean, that was not easy to do. And usually they're a little bit on the rough side, especially in seat view. So yeah, hats off to the creators so far, setting the bar high with that RMC there. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Cool little flat ride integration through the pier here as well. Okay, I wanted to walk this way, but I feel like we're gonna miss a lot, so we should kind of backtrack a little bit. Trying to go slow with my camera a little bit. The frame rate is not the best I've ever seen, but it's also not the worst. Definitely not able to add any guests in here today, but that is okay. We get the park to ourselves. I also like how it's wrapping over the pier here. That's phenomenal. And then we get to pass under it. The twisting and turning of it all, the integration's phenomenal. I did just remember that in the last park spotlight that I did, I forgot to check out the nighttime lighting. So hopefully that's something I don't forget to do here today. But generally speaking, unless we have a dark ride or an area dedicated to dark, I don't think most people mind it too much if we don't ride the rides at night. I'm gonna go with the fast passes. The queues seem very intricate and long, but the not the most immersive theming. It's just wrapping around all around the pier here. I mean, it's good theming. It's a good queue, but it's not intended to be like a thematical queue. Okay, wow. The vibes over here, the richness of the colors and the pop on everything is really phenomenal. I'm feeling the vibes. So what do we have here? It looked like a spinning coaster to me. It's one of the spinning trains. Yeah, the interdimensional is what they call it. It's it's a train of spinning coasters. 1,000 meters in length on his spinning coasters. Quite impressive, I believe. And yeah, we're just gonna throw it into test mode. We will ride the seat view, so we will get the spin. If you get a little bit spinny or sick, you can skip this one. We'll have timestamps in the description below on the timeline. Woo, right into a version right out of the get-go. That's awesome. And here we go. Ay, caramba! A bit of a slideshow, that one. The cult frame tearing in these in this game, when you get to these mega parks, generally happens to be when you spin the camera left to right. That's when you'll notice that the frames drop. If the coaster kind of sticks to a curve, a bend, a bank, generally it's okay, but that spinning coaster was whipping around, so a little bit harsh, that one. Wow. Yeah, the theming on this is just impeccable. Everywhere we look, everywhere we turn, the creators said that they spent about a year on this, on and off with some breaks, and you can see it all. This is just absolutely astonishing. I mean, after working on Project Planko for the last few months myself and building the park with the help of basically 100 people, we managed to achieve an impeccable amount of detail, but in a very, very short amount of time. But even with 100 people contributing, even though it's like a building here and there, they're not like, you know, building tons and tons of stuff, but maybe a day or a week's worth of work, sometimes 2 per person, it all adds up. It's a lot of time invested. And to see somebody do all of it themselves, that is quite the undertaking. I definitely have a lot of appreciation for these people who make these mega parks. So here's a look at the stats. It's the Pele, and it is a suspended steel inverted coaster. Very cool. A pretty underused coaster, in my opinion, or from my experience, I should say. And we're gonna do seat view for this one as well, and off we go. Okay, while that was short, I have to say that was one of my favorite top 5 suspended steel coasters, because normally they kind of meander around. They're just not that great. This one got a lot of speed, and it's swinging left and right through these trenches. Really hugging the walls, really getting a lot of action out of the swinging mechanic on this. Going underneath these cages, all the way through these trenches, around the theming. You can't even see the theming, we're so low, but I thought that was really immersive. It took us on a really fast-paced action adventure ride through the jungle, and I thought that was a lot of fun. Okay, so this was the queue, right? So we're gonna pop out somewhere around here, and just one after the other, coaster after coaster. We have a whirly rig on the left here, tons of flat rides throughout this park. Not only 20 rides and attractions, there's gotta be, I would imagine, 20 somewhat flat rides as well. The Rocktopus, I mean, 2 flat rides back to back. Look at the integration here, though. Little tiki hut and a Rocktopus inside. Really cozy, keep you cool from the sun in there. This park is jam freaking packed. I do want to go at nighttime here. We see all these torches. I feel like it's probably a pretty immersive area at night. So before I forget about night, might as well check it out. Ragni. This is your Ragnarok coaster, maybe? Big ass queue or jump in line here. Yeah, this is a cool vibe. Nice lighting. Very fun. Priority queues on all of the coasters. Well integrated queues. Phenomenal. 2,400 meters, 2.4 kilometers, and 95 miles per hour, and a 91 meter drop. Whoa, the Giga Coaster, Giga Rage. 13 airtime counts and a total of 14 seconds of airtime? Are you kidding me? This might be a world record on the channel. 14 seconds of airtime. I have never seen this go into the double digits. That is crazy. And it's green across the board. Holy moly. That's exciting. Let's check it out. Holy moly. Maybe we have to go track view on this one to get that stick to the track a bit. I'm excited for these airtime moments. Let's go. Look at all the lights built into this. We got a little volcano on the left of us. The downside of being at nighttime here is we're not really going to get a good perspective of the park. But what we can see is what the park looks like at nighttime. Yeah, this park is fully lit. Top to bottom, end to end. Let's go back. Pause it. We want to make sure we experience this drop, and off we go. Good googly moogly, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting spoiled today with this here park spotlight. I think we have to ride that again. This might just be my new favorite just because it's statistically speaking, it's accomplishing so much airtime. It is ridiculous. I mean, what is the actual length of the coaster? It's 120 seconds with 13 seconds of airtime, 14 seconds of airtime, basically. That's basically, what, 1 second of airtime per 10 seconds of riding. 10% of this ride is airtime. That is just wicked cool. So I want to do seat view and check this out at daytime because the views and vistas and the scenery is so good. I feel like this coaster is going to excel at both day and night. Wow, we really lucked out with this here spotlight today. I feel really bad that it was sitting in the bin since 2021. My goodness. But we're going to get through them all eventually, guys. It's been 7 years so far. If it takes us another 7, we'll do it. Let's go. This is definitely one of those 10 out of 10 park experiences, guys. I'm trying to like think of things that are being forgotten about, being left out. I mean, each of the rides have music. The way the color's been, the coaster's been colored, from the support structures to the actual track itself, the fog, the theming. There was not an inch of theming missed on that coaster experience. The queues are phenomenal. The immersion, the ambience, tons of sound effects and different things going on. Let me zoom out and make sure we didn't miss anything on this side. So we came straight down here. We missed a log flume, but look, it's just a circle, so we could probably skip on that. That's the spinning coaster. All the coasters have been phenomenal. While the spinning coaster was a frame tear, it was a result of the engine crashing, dying, not a result of it being a bad design. It's actually a really well done spinning coaster. All of the coasters have been great experiences so far. Wow, really, really cool stuff. Look at this boarding station for the monorail as well. That is so intricate and crazy. I also like how you have double lane. It's not one giant loop around the park, it's two. So you can actually go left and right, back and forth on every single station. That takes a lot of more effort because you need bigger stations, more track, more space for the train to pass by. Wow. Yeah, this is just flabbergasting. Shopping mall, really cool modern designs on all this. Foliage works amazing. Whew. What's the G-force? I have a feeling it's a flat ride, so we're gonna go up the exit. Intentional, just a poke. Whoa. Look at that. Wow. That top hat stall has gotta be... I'm really curious how high that is. I was gonna make a guess of 100 meters. It's 160 meters. My God. Yeah, this is cool. Giving me like some SpongeBob vibes. I love this music. Although it's clashing with some of the other music. We have a bit of a hotel in here. What's going on in here? Oh, wow. Glad I came in here. It's like a restaurant movie theater. Very cool. Like this retro diner. I like what you did with the slope here. Very cool design. It's an arcade. Nothing but claw machines in here. I actually appreciate that because some people will just feel the urge to fill it with Thememaker Toolkit arcade machines, and that could really cost on the performance, and you got to know when to stop and when to make sacrifices, and that was the sacrifice. Aesthetically, it's great from the outside, and it does the job on the inside. We'll take the normal queue this time. Gonna switch it up. Wow, look at this building, giving me some Jurassic Park vibes. I don't know why. It's very cool. I don't know where I'm going. I'm probably leaving now. Okay. Maybe I should have gone up the fast pass. Oh my God, what have I done? Okay, here we go. Gears of Fear music. All right, what do we got going on here? A launch coaster. Whew. Oh, is this the Top Thrill Dragster one? It is. Oh my God. This would scare the living heck out of me. Big Mike. Oh, max speeds of 134 miles per hour. The biggest drop is 161 meters. 7 vertical G-forces. My God, that is terrifying. Let's go. Big Mikey. like the little twist going onto the stall there. Not many people have done that. I don't think I've seen that in Planet Coaster. That's really cool. I mean, it is what it is. In the game, I still think that was exciting. But in real life, that is terrifying. Wow. Doesn't give you the vertigo you would have gotten in real life. I don't know about you guys. I didn't get it. I easily get vertigo, but still incredible. Absolutely incredible. And all of that theming going into it was really well done too. What's inside that building there? How do we cross over there? Did I miss an entrance over here? No, but I missed a flat ride. Oh wait, maybe I did. The Titan. Let's go. Maybe some sort of indoor dark ride. I'm hearing those dark ride music. We're gonna switch it to night. Got a bit of a sci-fi theme going on over here. There's the spinning coaster. Where am I going? Oh, the Titan is the flat ride? It is. Oh, brother. Okay, dogfight. This has got to be the coaster. Okay, how do I get through this queue? No, that's the dogfight. I have been debated twice now. I'm gonna rage quit. Let's go through here. If this is an exit, I officially uninstall Planet Coaster. I'm kidding. No entrance. I like it when people do that. It definitely reduces my chances of going up an exit. Very helpful. It also doesn't help not having guests in the park. Generally, you can follow the flow of traffic, right? And generally when it is a packed theme park, because it's a bit of a smaller park, I do tend to naturally follow the guests. Ooh, the black hole. Very cool. Indoor dark ride. There's a look at all the stats if you want to see them. Let's check this out. Is it a triple seater, double seater? Okay, we'll sit on the left side. Let's go. Very cool. This park has it all. I generally don't care too much for those indoor dark rides because they can meander around for a very, very long time. I think that was the perfect duration, the right judgment call on the amount, and it was great. Had good music, thematically fun queue. We're popping out at another ride, so I might as well go on it. The reactor or the react. I can't even read that. Peacekeeper. All right, man, I am so dyslexic at times. Although, in my defense, that was a hard font and we're at nighttime. Whoa. And it does look like a bit of a reactor, doesn't it? The Peacekeeper. Didn't expect that name whatsoever for this ride, thematically. All right, so what do we have? Another... Oh... Look at that. You took the Barghest, is that? No, this is a star loop. Going right upside down, straight up vertical lift. Let's jump on it. Woo! Okay, I gotta say the innovation on these coasters has been great. Generally, I think it's these star loops. They're treated almost like a boomerang. They almost do like a giant donut. They kind of go up and then down and into the station, but they usually pass through and come up and down like a boomerang. Whereas this felt more like a coaster. Very good design, some cool lighting on that one. I love it all. Absolutely love it all. And then you get your photos on the way out. Very cool. I'm actually glad they didn't put images on all those screens. I think this builder didn't use any custom downloadable assets. As a result, they didn't kill their park. This could have easily been one of those parks that run at like 5 FPS, but the decision making of, you know, don't do any custom images, don't do any custom assets, and instead, you know, try to push this theme park to the absolute next level. And I think they achieved that. This is a next level park that actually runs quite decently if you don't swing the camera around too much. Very, very cool. And at this point, I think I'm in the center of the park. I have no idea. I'm getting off rides, going on other rides. I'm just seeing where it takes me. Now we got the Blackbird SR71 entrance. We're going priority, fast pass. Ooh, look at this like curvy, crazy path. I kind of love it. Don't trip. All right, look at that. It's kind of a cool little scene. It's simple, but it's neat. Little bunker. Okay, inverted coaster. Oh, that's not the coaster, that's the building. What do we have here? So, oh, it's a flying coaster. Ooh. All right, 1,400 meters in length, 9 airtime counts, 5 seconds of airtime. This creator does not slouch when it comes to airtime. And coaster length. I mean, they're not slouching on anything. This is incredible. What an underrated park. Even just from the screenshots, I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. Then you get into the park and you're like, wow. It's so hard. Like, people just got to provide more screenshots and really sell me their creation. You know? There's probably so many good parks that I've missed out on over the years because people just provide me one screenshot of, like, a boarding station. It happens, guys. It happens. But here we are today. I am not disappointed. Let's go. It's parks like this that make me jaded. There is so much variety. There's so much variety in this park. You know, we're going from one coaster type to another coaster type with different coaster elements and thematically completely different. We're just flipping ourselves on our head and getting a completely different experience from every 10 steps we take in this park. And I was saying in one of my previous park spotlights for the Return of Park spotlights that there's these parks that are not to this level, but very, very good. And it was refreshing to come back and experience one that's somewhat in between this and, you know, like a pretty standard park, like a 7 out of 10, right? But when you haven't been to a park like this in a while, those 7 out of 10s feel like 9 out of 10s. And then you get to a park like, oh, I'm going right back to the ride I just came from. Then you get to a park like this, and then you remember what a 15 out of 10 experience feels like. And it sets the bar high yet again. And after you experience this, it's hard to take a step back, right? But we just need to really appreciate that this is a gem. This is something that does not come around. It takes a year to make one of these, right? These do not come around every day, guys. So, while I wouldn't say the other spotlights aren't worth watching, because they 100% are, these are the ones to keep your eye out on, for sure. And they don't come around too often. So just appreciate the process, appreciate the journey, because this is one phenomenal theme park. Look how big and immersive this boarding station is. Tons and tons of realism throughout this park as well. Excuse me. Just maintenance sheds, transfer tracks. Oh, we got some Planet Bluegrass. Great choice of music. As I mentioned, the ambience. I'm a broken record at this point. My goodness. The view of that. Big Mikey. Love the name for that, Big Mike. That is big. Big Mikey. Triple drop towers. Look at that. Oh, a bobsled. What did I just finish saying? So much variety in this park. Now we're on a log flume, which appears to be the second log flume in the park. There was more of a family-friendly one. This one appears to be the more adventurous one. But we pass over a bobsled. And we get a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the other coasters to come. And that is just phenomenal. Really good views. Although the enclosure might be a little bit high. If you're a guest riding this in Sea View, you wouldn't see nothing right now. In fact, I could probably pop us down. Yeah, bit unfortunate. But you can enjoy the view of the coaster there. Ooh, custom lighthouse. Everything in this park is custom too. This is so cool. Like, they didn't just take a bunch of people's blueprints. You can tell everything is handcrafted. Just impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. Wow. Completely different scene and setting than what we've seen throughout the rest of the park so far. The theming is next level. For once we actually get to hear our Planet Bluegrass play out in full. Normally people put this song on just to meme on the fact that I once rode a it was the first time I ever heard this song. It was on a mad mine train that was going through canyons, over bridges. It was for one of our mini park contests, and I lost my mind. And then everybody started putting Planet Bluegrass on their coasters. And it just doesn't work unless you have a good duration. But it worked here on the log flume, which I didn't think was possible. Very fun experience. Pretty good log flume. Not mad at it at all. Everything in this park has been exceptional, including the log flume. Where are we going? National Park? Cryptid Creek? Ooh. Make sure there's no rides over here. Don't tell me it's an exit. Okay, it's for the triple launch towers. Well, we kind of need to check one of these out. Ooh. Yes. Whoa. Good view of the coaster going by. Wow. Nice. Yeah, this park is something else, isn't it? Ooh. All right, that was worth coming down here for. We're gonna hop back over. I like these little canopies. That's fun. Should have hit the coaster support there. So last time I went down here, we found, oh, it's probably for the other side of the drop tower, I'm gonna assume. See, some people would have led me down there only to find an exit. And if you're gonna do that where it makes you question, like, hey, is that somewhere I should go up or is that an exit? You should say no entry. So, you know, I am, what do you call it? Well known for going up exits, but half the time, it's not my fault. When you make it clear as day that that's not an entrance, it's not, it's hard to make that mistake, but I do make that mistake time to time. I'm not reading the signs and I'm just walking around. Okay, so this is the area that I was just looking at. So it loops around so that we can go on that American Eagle ride. Very cool. Let's go. Oh, sorry about the screen tearing, guys. I'm trying to hold my camera still. The Mothman. Ooh. Oh, the Park Metro's the train station. I don't think we have time to ride that in this episode. Monorails are also kind of one of those ones it's kind of hard to get a good view on. We'll do the Mothman first, and then we'll check out the Storm Surge. Oh boy. It's a dark ride, I think, or dark ride coaster. We can go to night for this. Ooh, nice lighting. Very cool. Yeah, the ambience, it's just something that you don't hear a lot. I have complimented people who at least add music and speakers throughout their park, which we've heard an absolute ton of throughout this adventure. But getting like the chirping birds and the little like creepy sounds, what's happening to me right now? How do I'm just gonna jump up here. Don't tell me this was the exit. Oh my gosh, where am I going? Aha, wait a second. Oh, what? Okay, we're taking the fast pass. Wait, which one's the fast pass? I'm losing my mind. This has got to be the fast pass. There's so many paths intertwining with one another. I came up here and I'm looking for, oh my goodness. While the queue is pretty, okay, wraps from there and goes up here. So I went down, no. Okay, I'm going to this side. We're skipping all of it. That is one of the maziest queues I've ever tried jumping line in. Did not work out in my favor. What do we have going on here? It's the Tiamat. Very interesting coaster train on this one. Individual seats. Let's see the results on this guy. 1,500 meters in length, 81 miles per hour. A little bit of airtime. No inversions. Let's go. We'll go seat 2. Bump, bump. Buckle up. I think the queue walk was longer than the coaster because of my fault. Oh my goodness. All right, another no entrance. Where are we going? There was another coaster just outside here, right? Is this going to lead us back to it? Another compliment that I must give to this creator is the flow of the park. Well, we are getting a little bit lost and kind of just bouncing from attraction to attraction. I'm being guided from one ride to the next, and I quite like that. Okay, so we're gonna head down here, skipping the flat ride here today. And the signage is great too. If there was something you were looking for, you would be able to find it quite easy, or you'd be able to navigate or get assistance. Oh, this is a vibe. What's going on in here? Why is there a hot dog in there? No entrance. This is cool. What's with this queue? Look at this. He widened it right here. It's kind of neat. Yeah, we could probably hop the queue, although there's a cool view of the spinning coaster going through here in the queue line. There's all this like different food, like ribs. I saw a hot dog through the window. It's like a little vintage eatery with a spinning coaster going through it. The colors are kind of awesome. I think we're gonna stay at night here. I'm not even gonna attempt to read what that coaster name is. And 12 airtime counts on a spinning coaster. Let's throw it in test mode so we can get right on it. And we'll go middle seat. Off we go. Wait, why did the music change to bluegrass? You already used bluegrass. I like the music in the vintage music. Aw. Okay, we found one flaw with this park. We reused the music. It kind of works here, though. Looking at all the crazy food as we come spinning on through. Wow. The burgers and the veggies, juice boxes and pizza. I love it. That was a lot of fun. The aesthetic of this is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's like this, got this like Miami Vice kind of hue and glow to it all. And then it's all themed around food. I have no idea where the exit is. I'm just running outside. We're jumping out of the window today. Little ATMs here. That would have probably been the exit. Look at this. That's beautiful. Captivating. Neat. Beautiful teacups. The battle boats? Is this a giant queue just for a flat ride, or is this... Oh no, it might be an armada. No, it's a huntsman, I think. A quick draw? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. It might not be intended for this, but how do I do this? I could have sworn there was a... Can I edit it? Free camera shooting. You want to turn that off, because what's happening is wherever I look, the camera looks. So the center of the screen is locked to my mouse. And that is just going to make people that get motion sickness from the low FPS even more motion sick. Wait, did I do test shooting ride? Ah, what have I done? So now, see how this, when I move my mouse around, the screen doesn't turn anymore. So they're designed differently. This means like if the creator intended for me to look around, now I can't. But it looks like to me... Huh. Can I not shoot these guys? It looks like to me they're doing a good job at turning the camera for us. Otherwise you're fighting with the camera. You can turn and the camera turns. The low FPS is making it... Why can't I hit any of these? Weird. That one's like impossible to hit. I swear I'm hitting it. Yeah, shooting rides are near on impossible to do with low FPS, which I'm a little bit concerned because we're building a shooting ride right now for our own park that we're building called Project Planko, which you can find a whole series on the channel. We have almost 30 episodes now of us building the park. And one of the best shooting rides I've ever ridden was the Avatar, The Last Airbender or whatever, but it was the Earth Nation ride. And the creators, I think it was Tanzos and AKA Superman, if I'm not mistaken. They built it. And you shot, like, Earth spells. Yeah, I can't hit any of these. Even though my mouse is on them. You can see that I'm clearly, like, hitting them and it's not doing anything. That's very strange. Not really the best tested ride, but to my previous point, they made an Avatar coaster or shooting ride where you shot Earth spells like boulders and stuff, and you were fighting Fire Nation. It was the best shooting ride I've ever experienced, ever. And they said that the new one that they're building for our park, Project Planko, the Miss Ellie's Shootout, is gonna make the Earth Nation coaster, shooting ride, sorry, look like a 1 out of 10. I didn't think that shooting ride could ever be outdone, and they're aiming to outdo it. My concern is, we're in a park that's already got a pretty low FPS, so shooting rides don't perform the best in low FPS parks. The scenery in this park is, or this ride is really nice. I like the colors, especially the lighting, but half these triggers actually don't work. And if I shoot that, I expect that guy to die, you know, like go flying back. A lot of these should be sequenced to do something when you, a triggerable effect. These are my least favorite kinds of shooting rides, where you just shoot targets. Just for score. It's just a high score shooting ride, but your score is going to constantly get broken, because some of these are clearly not... The hitboxes have been buried behind other objects. See this one here. Clearly I'm shooting it, but somehow the game's recognizing that I'm hitting the rock. Same with these ones. So it wasn't really tested that well. So if there's one thing to find in this park that could be improved, would probably be the shooting ride. If anything, I think that would have worked better as just a dark ride, like a Huntsman. We could just sit back and watch it. There's a lot of animatronics and cool scenes that I don't really feel a need to shoot anything here. But not bad. I can't really complain. It was a good effort. What's important is it was thematically pleasing to look at. So it was a ride experience. That's what matters. We've been at daytime or nighttime for quite some time now, so maybe we should, Hat's fantastic. We haven't seen too many shops and eateries in this park, have we? There's Pip Shop. Now we're seeing some here. Okay. What do we got going on over here? A boomerang. Ooh, is this a dueling coaster or is this just multicolored? Looks really cool. Very intricate. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited to check that out. The Red Rock. Now, is this boomerang... Oh, wait. There's a boomerang next to a corkscrew? Well, before we... I feel like this is the back of the park. It is. So we should definitely check this out first, then head in. North versus south. Oh, all right. So north versus south, I take it is a dueling coaster. Very neat. Yeah, we're doing fast pass. I don't want to make the same mistake twice and get completely lost. Prepare the cannons. We are going to war. Oh, neat. Man, what an adventure this park has been. All right, so there's a look at the coaster stats. It's a Viper 1. I think these usually launch backwards. Yeah, it's like a boomerang. Passes through the station, but it also wants to duel. That's cool. Yeah, so the track length is 700 meters, but the traversal length is almost double that. So we're gonna pass through a little bit. 5 inversions on this. It's taking off, so I might as well get on it. Here we go. Damn, that's cool. I like how you made them dual. Again, just like the little bit of innovation, doing something different. And I'm gonna assume if we go over to this side, we have the entrance for south. Now, how much different does this side look and feel? Quite different, actually. Planet Bluegrass for the 3rd time? All right, I'm returning back to Spotlights, and you're already making me sick of Planet Bluegrass. That's it. Nobody gets to use this song for another few months. All right, south side. We're gonna fire it up into test mode. Are they synchronized? They are. So we're gonna just test the whole chain. That'll close the other one down automatically, and off we go. Awesome. I almost feel like I should have done like a third-person perspective. You can't really see the interaction between the two of them very well, but you can see it from kind of like the foot level. Crazy little knot there. I quite like that. Now we enter the Red Rock. More of a Western vibe going on here with a classic traditional corkscrew coaster. A rattlesnake, which is the boomerang. Now, how intricate is this boomerang? It's not bad, but it's not great. Yeah, it does one inversion and passes through itself. I think we can skip on the boomerang. I'm good on that. It'll take more time to go up the lift than actually ride the coaster. But we'll definitely check out this corkscrew here. I like these little adobe villages built into the side of the Red Rocks. Really good aesthetic there. Oh, this ride has some like native kind of theming to it. I feel like it actually fits pretty well in this part of the park. Oh, look at this. We got like a little stadium area for concerts. Everything's so custom in this park. I love it. So we saw the exit over here. Where's the entrance to this coaster? No entrance. It's got to be on the backside. Grand River. Oh my God. There's a giant lazy river here. Well, the log flume was pretty good, so I think we should maybe check this out. Give us a nice break between coasters here, switch it up a little bit. Let's throw this into test mode here. Now, sometimes I can't really figure out what the best view is on this. I think when you have the people in the raft, the best view is to sit in the seat, so you get to see the guests across from you. But I think centering the pivot on the middle here is the best for viewing it. Again, a really nice boarding station for this. A little bit of a different aesthetic. They didn't... Like, they could have easily gone the lazy way and just copy-pasted the building shape and rooftop and station from the log flume. But they didn't. This creator handcrafted everything. What's sad to say, fogplaya is a name that I don't recognize. He's the one, they are the one that built this. And I haven't seen that name, at least I not off the top of my head. This is really cool. It's flowing over top onto a coaster. I don't think we've ridden that coaster yet either. But yeah, I haven't recognized this creator's name, which means this might be like their only submission. I'm gonna have to do like a manual search by name, because if they've submitted a coaster or another park or a mini park or anything since this, I mean, I want to see it, because a creator like this deserves everything of theirs to be featured. There are certain names in the Planet Coaster community that you start to recognize over time, and when you just see their name pop up, you don't even look at the creation. You just start the recording because you know it's not going to disappoint. And fogplaya, if you end up watching this video, what I tend to do is I'll send a message to the creation. Like, I'll go to the Steam page and go, your creation has been featured. Because maybe the creator has stopped watching the channel or taken a break from the channel, hasn't checked out the videos in a while, so they need, maybe they check their Steam messages. I don't always do it. I tend to forget at times, but I try. And if it gets their attention, they end up seeing this video. What ends up happening is they might get inspired, right? When at least 1,000+ people watch this and leave nice comments and say how amazed they were by their creation, it generally puts a fire under people's butts to do another project. So many people have ridden the momentum of the praises of the people's comments in my very videos. So just a message to all you guys watching, your comments do leave an impact. I generally do check the comments. I don't reply to everybody, but if you get a little heart from me, that means I read your comment and I either agree with it or whatever. And if you get a heart, that means I read it, generally speaking, unless I don't like what you wrote. But I do check comments quite often. But what's more important is leaving a comment not for me, but the creator, because it's your words that keeps them building, that inspires them to get motivated and do another. And if this is something you enjoyed, this episode here, riding all these coasters, going through this amazing immersive theme park, by leaving a comment for fogplaya, it might spawn a sequel and we might get to experience this again. So, you know, keep that in mind for all future park spotlights, coaster spotlights. While it's cool to send a message to me, definitely send a message to the creator. I know for a fact that there are certain people in this community, if they got featured and that caused them to make another park, and then they got featured again and it caused them to make another park, and then it started this this never-ending momentum, a marathon of parks from certain creators that if they didn't get featured, they might have just stopped playing Planet Coaster there. So we need to keep these builders building, and we need your help to do that. All right, let's check out this coaster. Wow, that was an amazing corkscrew. I didn't even check the ride stats, did I? 6 inversions on that, a little bit of airtime. No, I definitely like the track layout on this guy here. I didn't really get a good view of it. Most of it's on this back half here, going through the Red Rock area. Aesthetically beautiful. I'm pretty excited about this coaster here. Is it a dive? I think it is. Wow. Yeah, there's this whole like carnival area, circus thing going on here. That's a wooden coaster there. There might just be every single type of coaster that you can build in Planet Coaster in this park. How do I get to the entrance here? Okay, over here. The Skinwalker. They did not slouch on the queues. And the fast pass has come in handy. All right, here we are at what appeared to be a dive coaster. Dive-a-thon, 1,000 meters. The biggest, 72 miles per hour. That's pretty fast for a dive. Biggest drop is 52 meters. For how extreme this park has been and the features being so over the top, I'm a little disappointed that it's only a 50-meter drop, considering that Big Mikey was 160 meters. But I'll take the 50-meter drop. It's not bad, but fogplaya, if you ever come back to the game and make another theme park, give me a 150-meter dive coaster. Let's push it to the next level. Wow, look at this view. Oh my goodness. Let's go. While it didn't have the biggest drop, it definitely had some really good coaster features. I love the spiraling in and out of the red rocks there, going around the waterfall there, aesthetically putting it next to the river rapids and integrating it with the river rapids, the red rock and the sandy beaches, created for such a cool atmosphere. The choice of the purple is curious, not the color I would have picked, but now that I see it, I feel like it works. It really does. I feel like I would have ended up going with like a bluey color or an orangey red or something like that, or even a beige, but I feel like you made it work. It looks really, really cool. It has that pop, really nice wow factor on that. Okay, wow, I am just overwhelmed by how much we've experienced and how much more there is. There's so many things in all the nooks and crannies, guys. Like, I haven't gone through every single alleyway. Okay, we did pass through here, but there's like this little pirate area here. Oh, that was the shooting ride. We didn't really see it from this perspective. Did I go on that at nighttime as as well, I think. But yeah, you guys are free to download these parks for yourself. Voodoo Manor. Links are always in the description. If you have the game and a good enough computer, feel free to download... Okay, well, didn't expect that. Feel free to download them yourselves and check them out. If you want a RollerGhoster, maybe nighttime on this. But I do miss things in these parks, and I try to take my time. My motto is the video needs to be as long as the video needs to be. I try to experience everything, but there's also a tolerance level for both YouTube analytics and all that metadata. You make a 3-hour video, a 4-hour video, and chances are nobody watches it. So I try to hit the ballpark of an hour. Sometimes we go to 2, but with that being said, if I looked at everything, every episode would be 4 hours. So we try to do broad strokes. I really like this. I didn't even know you could swap out the Junior Wendigo for a Ghostbusters train. I had no idea that was a thing. This is the first time I've seen that. And the aesthetics is really cool. I like the green on this. Like little ghosties everywhere. This is a really solid Junior. Really solid. Really like the lighting. That's a ton of fun. And while I did laugh at that little flat ride over there, it's actually kind of smart because it's technically what that ride is it's a spooky haunted house. But there's no spooky haunted house in this game where the guests can actually ride the spooky haunted house, but instead putting a ride in there allows people to queue up and go into the mansion. So it's actually pretty smart. Okay, for the wooden coaster... Wait, where's the wooden coaster? Wait, is this a second RMC? It looks like a steel top. It's got like the support structure of one. The new Comet. Wait, are we back at where we started? I'm coming at it from a different angle, but there is a wooden coaster. What's up with this? Hell's Kitchen. That's cute. All right, I guess we'll check out Hell's Kitchen. It looks pretty intricate. We'll go at night as well. All right, let's see what this is all about. Okay, this is freaking hilarious. I like how instead of like trying to be all serious and spooky, you just didn't take anything seriously and just went pure comedy. This is hilarious. I love the spinning red eyes on the cheap beef as well. That's great. That's a great little ride. The angry tacos with the pitchforks. Okay, I need to go at daytime so I can kind of recognize things a little bit. Wow. Wow, freaking we. Is there anything inside of this giant circus? That's fun. I'm not... Is there... Okay, maybe we have to do this. Let's find the actual cue for this. Acrobat. Well, this is... Okay, I guess we're back to nighttime again. But I like that. I like how there's an intentional usage of day and an intentional usage of night. Some people just go like, oh, I built my park so it's good at all day and all night. You choose when to do what. Where there's like, in this case, clearly this is going to work better at night. Clearly. And I think having that intention is much better. So it's like this one was designed for night, this one was designed for day. Well, where are we? We're going all the way down. Was the tent really that deep? Wait a second. I might have just... Is this the one that was indoors? Oh, wow. Huh? We had to go that far down to get into the tent? I'm so confused by that. This is really neat, though. So this is like the Looney Tunes kind of coaster. Technically designed for like younger teenagers and stuff. All right, let's check it out. Wow. I love it. That actually felt like a circus show, but done on a coaster. Really great use of the indoor coaster area. We have the bleachers around the side. We have the, what do they call, the acrobats doing their thing, and the crazy lights, the colors, great uses of the Christmas lights. I like this little clown area that we had back here. That was kind of fun. I don't even know where it was. It was down through here. Yeah, this room was crazy. So I'm curious, we went so far down. So you enter at ground level and you drop down. So this tent actually goes so deep. He had to dig a hole. That makes sense though. Otherwise the tent would have come up to like here, and it would have been a really big sore thumb to look at. You know, it would have really stood out and looked a bit silly. So again, just like a class act decision here. Beautiful design choices. Man, I have a new favorite builder, but they built this in 2021. Please come back to us. Come back to Planet Coaster. I'm definitely, guys, as soon as I end this recording, I'm going straight into my inbox and doing a F search to find if this creator has sent in anything else. No, we're going through the past. That looks like a maze. If they have submitted anything else, a park, a coaster, a ride, a horror heights, I don't care what it is, we're gonna feature it because yeah, anything this creator touches turns to gold. They have the Midas touch. I really am in love with this park. I couldn't be happier. This is my second recording since taking a break from Park Spotlights, and whew, I feel spoiled. All right, 8 airtime counts on this. It is our wooden coaster, a classic. I feel like we're coming to the end here. If this is the last coaster, I'm not sure, but we will double check. No better way than to end everything off on a high note with some more Planet Playgrounds. This is the 4th time you used it. Somebody's trying to get my attention. Oh. That's okay. What is happening here? Oh my god, I gotta see this little Easter egg. Oh, it's a tornado. But what is this? It's a horse. It went through, and there's the carriage. And the roof is ripped off. I love it. Oh, little barn got hit by a tornado. Wow, freaking wee. Okay, I'm gonna do the glance over and see if there's any coasters I missed. Okay, there's this thing. Oh no, we did go on that. That was the spinning coaster. That's the Mothman, Blackbird. Everything looks so much different from the bird's eye view. I'm like, hey, did we go on this coaster? Did we go on this coaster? And I'm second guessing myself. I think we hit them all, ending things off on a high note with a wooden coaster. My apologies if I missed one, but guys, that is a lot of content. We definitely got a broad stroke look at everything in the park. We went all the way around and then went through. You know, we might have missed little areas here and there. No, we rode that coaster. Whatever areas and nooks and crannies we may have missed, the coasters would have taken us through those general areas. So broad strokes here, but if you want to take a 4-hour look at it for yourself, all the little minute details, feel free to download it yourself. Links are down in the description below, but I am just flabbergasted at the amount of detail and the layout of the park. Look at it there. 2 little lakes here, everything crossing over, tons of intricacy. It's perfect. I love everything about it. To choose a favorite coaster and why, I usually like to do this. It's tough because there was like 20 of them, all innovative. They did things differently, and which one did I sound the most excited about? Wait. I was saying end things off on a high note. There's 2 wooden coasters. So we still get to end things off with a wooden coaster, but this one looks way better. Way better. What do we have here? The Sasquatch. Almost 2 kilometers in length, 62 miles per hour, 12 airtime counts. I was just looking for a favorite coaster, guys. This might be it. I love a good wooden coaster, and this has a double lift with so much length to it. It needed a second pass through. I dropped down from bird's eye view to an exit. That doesn't count, guys. I didn't walk up an exit. I landed at an exit. It doesn't count. Or doesn't count. We got to keep the tally clear. How many episodes can I go through without walking up an exit? Tune to find out, and you guys can call me out when it happens. Okay, so I kind of looked at the Sasquatch stats. There's a closer look if you want to see them, but this is going to be incredible. This is how we end off on a high note with an even better wooden coaster. I definitely didn't want to miss this one, so let's go. Freaking wee. Does that other coaster come in through here as well? No, that's just the maintenance area. Oh, wow. Okay, that'll be my favorite coaster. Make it nice and easy. What an intricate layout, heavy banking. Look at that design. Love it. Whew, okay, glad I didn't miss that one. Now I'm second guessing myself. You guys always get so mad when I miss a coaster in the comments. We did miss the boomerang, but that was intentional. So I think that's good. I'm satisfied with ending on that high note. Wow. I lost my train of thought. Words can't even describe how exhilarating this was. What a great experience. This is a 10 out of 10 experience for me. Theming next level, music next level, ambience, color decision, layout, flow, coaster design. Not only were the coaster designs great, but they were epic. They all pushed things to the next level. Tons of airtime counts with like 14 seconds of airtime on that coaster. 160 meters on the top right there. I mean, so many of these coasters do things above and beyond. They were just incredible. The circus thing was also really fun of a fun surprise. I love everything about it, and that's I'm sad that I didn't feature this earlier, but hey, we're getting there now, and I'm trying to approach how I'm going to be picking. There's so many, like, everything's coming into an Excel sheet, a Google Excel sheet, guys, and I try to give it ratings to see, like, I checked it over, I looked at it, and I try to mark things with, like, a priority of some sort, and generally that's how we've gotten to almost episode 600 now of Park Spotlight. I have generally delivered you the best of the best of the best content that I can, with a mixture of, you know, lower ranked builders, some newer builders. We try to do some variety, and with always picking the best, throwing in some variety in there. You know, even 600 episodes over the course of almost 7 years, that's nearly 100 park spotlights a year. That's nearly 10 a month. That's almost one every 3 days, right? Mathematically speaking, is that correct? I think so. So yeah, over the course of the channel, and that doesn't even include like some of the contests we've done. So we've looked at a lot, and I've tried to deliver as much as I can, but things like this go under the radar. And while it's 2 years old, we're featuring it now. And I definitely want to go through things and take a closer look, but it's really difficult to do that when you just have like hundreds of parks just submitted through an Excel sheet, and I have to look at them one by one. Sometimes things get overlooked or missed, and you know, the rate of which parks come in has slowed down drastically. I don't know how long it would take me and how many episodes to feature everything, but I also don't feel like everything needs to be seen. There are a lot of parks that are very similar to the ones you've seen before. You know, I don't want to say anybody's effort or work is generic or whatever. Everybody puts a lot of effort in and time, but we've seen so much on the channel that things can start to feel similar. But it's ones like this from fogplaya here today that just stand out, and they're exceptional, and we do not want to miss these. So I have to find a way to take a look at everything once again and make sure that I've gotten them all. All of the ones like this need to be featured, but it's pretty crazy to say how many we've looked at, and I still get blown away every single week. So good job to fogplaya. I can't praise you enough. I think I have praised, I sound like a broken record at this point about everything that I said. It speaks for itself. I didn't even need to elaborate, but I have. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and share it. That really helps engagement. We can get more people to see this. The more people that see this, the bigger chance that fogplaya notices this and comes back to build us some more amazing creations in Planet Coaster, because we want to see whatever this creator does again. And I'm definitely going straight to the inbox to see if his name comes up or their name comes up. And if I do find something, expect to see another fogplaya creation on the channel very, very soon. Immediate feature from me for this creator. So if you do come back, fogplaya, and you are watching this video, just know that you have the highest priority from me because of your exceptional artistry. Amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. That was a long episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and all that stuff. And be sure to tune in for the next episode of Park Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.